I'm Romanian. I live in Canada, and I beg pardon to Putin for these guys here in my country because they're blind, right? Things change. The power changes. Sometimes it's a race, sometimes it's a not, and they seem like they don't want to give. Another point. I'm Slav, right? I'm Romanian. Ukraine is Russian. Ukraine is not Poland. They might talk another language, but they were Russian. They were under the communist regime. Now, okay, they switch. They were neutral. USSS could forgive, but now they made the people in NATO come right across the border. You don't get along with somebody, you don't fucking move next door to him if you live in that building. I have a fucking neighbor who did just that to me last 2 months ago. If I have a problem with you, I'm not gonna move next door to fucking you, right? So you're doing this to Slavic people who enjoy the freaking north, 40 degrees and up. You think they're just gonna be like, okay, can I use your fire a little bit? Man, you've been bullying these. I'm not gonna use bad words, but things change. Sometimes it's the guy, sometimes they have a big country. China, a lot of people. They save money to put in armament. They're a big country, like with all their faults or not. Who cares? Like, I mean, you know, come on, man. And then you see Emmanuel Macron. You put him next to Putin in a fight. I think Putin wins. But the problem, bare hands. Like, and the guy changed. The guy, like, 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years, he told a young kid who called him Manu. He said, no. You called me Mr. President on this day of the freedom or whatever, the freedom in the French Revolution, whatever they had, this birthday shit, this thing or this holiday, excuse my language. The guy, 6 years later, he takes a porno woman who after that became a singer, and she was an artist, but she got too curious. So she went to start by doing porno movie. Though their parents were pretty bourgeois, she went there and she said, by the way, it was like doing army. But France has fallen so much. You know, the same dad who used to have like class like Dean Martin, this guy had a daughter, and he told that porno woman in an interview next to her in front of in a talk show, you're disgusting, you show your dick and everything. I'm telling you, this his own daughter went and got fucking 2 holes on camera after, and she didn't have to do it at 40, 50 years old. I mean, I don't know what these people are doing. I'm doing mistakes, but I'm certainly not paying $1 million a year, because I think if I get paid $1 million for a movie or something, I stopped doing every mistakes. I got really pissed. I lost my health. But I don't know, man. These people, unfortunately, they don't know God. They're blind. And sometimes they get more blind. This Emmanuel Macron now invites the ex-porno woman to sing for abortion. An abortion new law. And that woman, by the way, after that, pushed him back. Like, how can a guy change like this to call him sir, to say no, today it's a holiday of our flag, you call me Mr. President on it, and then she sings the anthem and change words about abortion and that woman, and Emmanuel Macron is smiling. How can a guy change like this in 6 years? And for me, it's the worst. Now this guy thinks he's macho man, saying I'm gonna go see Putin. He's the only one who started to do this 6 days ago, whatever, 1 week. I'm just picking it up again. And went to the French talk show, and he was standing there talking for hours or whatever, this gentleman, about that you have to go. Bluff or not, you have to go. Hey, buddy, man, come on, man. You even always been young. You maybe not no more to rule the world. Anyways, man, these people, what are you gonna do? Do war and hide in bunkers and take people hostage because you cannot talk to your neighbor? Buddy, all this money and armament could go to people and feeding, man. There's people eating canned food in free countries. What's going on, man? What the heck happened to these all these rulers in the last years? I didn't had it good. I lost both my parents. I lost some health a lot, and again, and met bad people, and then I went with hookers. My mom died in my arms. My brother stopped the medication, didn't took her back home, so I sat on a chair for for more than a week, and then I drive back a shitty car. Didn't know I got my legs screwed right now. What the heck is going on? I don't understand how these guys have money and they still want to fight. They bore or what? This is not a game, man. You know, little fights. But now starting to pull the fucking billions and the bullshit. Excuse my language, man. That's bullshit. And I think that if this happened, people will always remember. And these people, all the people almost who's gonna rule now, people won't like them. They're not gonna. They're not even. They might not matter who started it. All you gonna say, oh, was it? I think they're gonna be mad at everybody. So you rulers all should be quiet too. I'm not better than you, especially, but there's some of you, man. They need to calm down. They need to calm down. Yeah, what happened to the meetings of the countries all together? They used to call emergency. Everybody was there 20, 40, 30 years ago. What's happening? It's time to go to the talk table. Putin, Macron, everybody. And if not, bring even Trump right now. That's the least case. Before the election, if that makes you peace. This is absolutely madness. I hope so not. And Christian before, even man. But I see this even guy with the same faith in a man who said turn the other cheek. I mean, I have done a lot of mistake, but this is big stuff. Big is like it's not chicken scratch like fights and stuff. It's standing and fighting for life. And now you're talking about big shit, caca atomic. Time for to think. They talk like they're all smart, but this is so simple. You know, behave. This is all the people they mad because they don't behave, but they. uh, Somebody must have reason, some not. Maybe they both not reason. But it's time to talk, man. I didn't like how the French acted. I didn't like Hamas attacking people like this. Complete savagery, like we're like 2,000 years ago. And not even and people, even if time changes and country before became big, you got to understand also and respect the fact they didn't attack you first if they had the possibility. You know, Russia, US was like, but this is like, come on, man, this is a long time ago. Like Putin said also, this is Cold War's Mickey Mouse stuff, you know, espionage. This is complete now. It's like, you know, the armament are too big now, and it's so. But this is completely crazy. The West had spies and sent them back home, so they were basically not serious and screwing themselves even more, and so to speak, you know, thinking it's a game. While in Russia, they took it seriously. I think you have to take it seriously also. Minimum jail for life, or you were spies, you know, back in the days in the Bible. But that was even more before. I think that a lot of people here in the West, they're sleepy, man. I mean, they have done the party too much, like a teenager, you know, just liberal and dangerous of the left, completely crazy, just like this, bums. I shouldn't say that, you know, acting like, like I act like this, like tomorrow I'm probably gonna get arrested first, right? Why? Is it fair? So I have to pull a teeth and bullshit like this to hack back. And by the way, I know when I was in shape and training to go in the army, one of the thing I got attacked. I have a scar here with a knife. The guy was colored just before Trump. I just want to mention something. And then I wanted to go in the army and snipe people out. I had a prayer to save them and snipe and snipe. And I think I thought about this today because this is just a few years ago. One of the things that bring people, you know, to go to war and kill, well, in my position was, I think we all got bullied unfairly one time at least. And, you know, me was a little bit gore here, you know, all the blood. And, after I punched the guy, you know, he didn't took it with the hands. He just did this and in a sneaky way, you know. I should have been waking up more. You know, I drink absinthe like an idiot, which is an illegal almost, you know, for the head, like poetry. And after two times like this, man, God punished me. God punished me, you know. Take care of your head, you know. A lot of other things, but I'm not here to tell the moral, but I just don't understand why rulers of these days today they gotta slow down, man. This is really, it's not complicated, right? Spread the word of peace around. You make a video because I'm sick and tired. It seems like nobody wants to do peace these days, man.